Okay. Um. All right. Because the reason why I say this is because the downstream connectors don't match up to the upstream. So when we tried to use those connectors that she thought she needed just for the, and she only bought one set, so she didn't think that she needed all of them. But um, I necessarily we got to put the whole rest of the system together also. But I guess we'd rather be safe than sorry. But the connectors that she purchased, she was figuring was for her upstream, but they ended up being downstream connectors. So the reason why I'm saying does that make a difference or is it universal is because the that where the top piece is at 12 o'clock on the downstream,
Mhm.
it is the two notches after that that sits on the O2 sensor. One sits at about 7 and the other one sits at about 3 o'clock. But then on the upstream O2 sensor, one sits at about 1 o'clock and the other one sits at about 9 o'clock.
Mhm.
So that makes a
Okay.
difference with the
Yeah, 'cause,
connectors.
yeah, I looked into it. And I have a buddy that's working as well with me right now. He knows like a lot more right off the top of his head from just base knowledge with it, and he gave looked into it as well. He said with these performance oxygen sensors, they will work for up and downstream.
Okay, so are is the O2 sensors? I mean, so the connectors in the back they don't have no notches on them,
As far as this performance one goes,
right? Because on here it says that that one specifically is a front O2 sensor. So I didn't. I mean, I didn't even look for a rear one, but yeah, I don't see. Let me see. I'm trying to look at the connector now. Yeah, I don't see no. I don't think I see no notches on it. Don't look like it. Okay, so that's not the short one I was looking at. There we go. All right. No, so the one I'm looking at that's short is 64075. That's also a short one.
all right.
I believe that's a short. It looked like it's a short one from just the picture itself compared to how I see the other ones. And then the rear one is 64073, which is short too, but I guess I mean in the rear, all that other stuff it really don't matter about the O2 sensor. It's really just that one passenger side that made the more importance of everything. That she rather just order
Yeah,
everything and get it delivered. So I just don't want to make a mistake, even though they're universal, and then we run into system problems because we person, you know what I mean? We're getting, you know what I mean? We're not, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm double checking with it. Because I went into the 64045 and just looking because on our page it does say some information regarding front and back or front and rear. Um, Yeah, so it's saying for the front 94 to 95 GT in Cobra, I did not catch that the first time I went through that. The rear 95 to oh 09 V6, so that one works for rear. So I'm going to see if I can find the front one that is for the 97 V6. So it looks like, so I was mistaken on that one. This one will only work if it was a 94 or 95 GT all the way around versus the 9706, 97 V6, where it just works for the rear.
Okay. Right. So I see the front one, and like I said, that was the 64075. That was one front. That was a short one that I believe that we might need. But y'all got another short front one that I was saying. Now, well, this one don't say it. So that, like you said, the one that I said, the 6404 like you were saying, right off the muscle, it don't
Mm-hmm.
mention anything about like yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. So you're right. So what you right? So I see here that you what we were saying. So that one that
Hmm.
shape that one is made for the rear that we're looking at for her model at least. I would
Yeah,
say.
that 97 V6. Now, the one that you gave me, the 64075, that one looks like it's only for the 11 to 14 GTs.
The 64075. You said.
Yeah, yeah, I looked at it. That is only the front upstream, but it looks like it's only for the 11 to 14s. I'm going to take a peek at that 64073, see what I find there. So far, like, I'm not seeing any ones for the front as well for the 97. Yeah, for the 73, anyone that's for 11 to 14 rear one. So those two are only for the like newer models.
Right. Okay. So
So we
now.
got the front ones. The original 64045 are for the rear. So from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like we have a front one for 97 V6.
You said from what you see, it don't look like it.
Yeah, from our RSA, it looks like we only have the rear ones because that 64045, it's like split. So with that one, it goes from the front. The only for the front is the 94 to 95 GT or Cobra, and the rear is the 95 to 09 V6, which yours qualifies for that 9404 GT, and then it goes on to the other styles as well. So far, I'm not seeing anyone that will work for the front for 97 V6 on our page.
Uh. Okay. Uh. Dog. And I don't think that's. That look like it's too long. Like it's way too long. Uh. Is NTK the only brand that make that part? Or is there any other way that you could look up
Um,
any? Is there a way you could look up any references that's got parts close to that part?
yeah, I'm gonna do some Google searching and see what I can find as far as other companies. But as far as like where we're concerned, like with our company, as far it looks like we only have the NTK ones. Now, that's not saying that there's only NTK made, but for at least our website alone, American Muscle, looks like we're just dealing with NTK more with those.
Okay. I don't know. I was hoping that was the issue that we had right there. Well, I guess I figured maybe there was something that was already, I guess, preset for that. Um,
So I found I'm on AutoZone website right now, and I put your information in the 1997 V6 Mustang. They have a Bush Exact Fit oxygen sensor, application downstream sensor, It fits. They have a Walker one that is a downstream Denso exact fit oxygen sensor, upstream sensor. Uh, do They do have an NPK exact fit oxygen sensor as well, an upstream sensor, and they do have the same brand, the NPK, same fits oxygen sensor as a downstream sensor.
Is it the short one?
So it looks like AutoZone, like going. Let me see if I can pull up that information here. Saying wiring harness overall length 23.5 inches.
They ain't saying the whole size of the O2 sensor. I wonder if they would still be compatible, even though it's made for a different year. I mean, a different type. That like even though it's made for 2011, with the with the with the
Mm,
with the performance in it, would it still be the same concept inside the technology?
for me, I can't guarantee it. That would be a question I call NTK directly because they'll know more about that. For us, when we determine if it's in stock or out of stock, we test it like when they give us the 94 to 04 V8s or 95 to 09 V6, we test them on every single year Mustang, every single style. So that's how we determine when they fit or not. Now, because we don't test one that's out of year. So if it's an 11 one, we don't test it with any of the 02s, 1999s. So we can't guarantee you that it will fit. But if you do call like NTK and get a hold of them, and they say like they give you that part number from them, and we match it up with ours, that is the 11 through 14, and if they say it fits, like I'm not gonna stop you from like buying it from us, but if they say it fits, then yeah, it'll fit. We just don't do a test, so I can't guarantee you that it'll work.
Right. I mean, they obviously know that these work on certain parts like front and back, so they done did enough
Mm-hmm.
research on those type of things. Um, well, at least the company itself, NTK. So that would probably be something that has to be known. But I don't,
Yeah, definitely because it's hard. Like for us, we gotta know. We have so many different brands, so we know about all of them. But when you need like real good, like as far details you can from like how they are made, and if they work on different style vehicles, different years, yeah, I would definitely call MTK directly just to see if ask them like, hey, I'm looking at one of your parts, and does this like if 1114 does that work for 97?
right. Right. Yeah, because there is no way that this O2 sensor can go in here right now at all. It's too long. And even, let me see, even if, I mean, let me see, if it was installed in the system, even with it installed in the system, it would be very, very, very close to the transmission itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be, it would almost be sitting on the transmission even after being plugged in. The original O2 sensor. So there would have to be some type of
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I'm about to get ready to start putting this cat on here. Just gonna start working down the system until everything else comes. But ain't no point in me putting that on there. I might as well leave it on there until we get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got everything else is pipes. We had to she had to order the catalytic converter because they didn't suggest buying that, or she didn't know that she had to get it until I was like,
Mhm.
you need a catalytic converter. So now, we have the pipes catalytic converter. It's gonna be on the YouTube video. I'm actually doing it, but
Mhm.
uh, she got the pipes M80.
Mhm.
Uh, I think she got pipes. Let's see, is that everything? The cat back to pipes. Yeah, pipes performance exhaust. She got the cat back. So I think we pretty much got
Yeah.
everything. I think I told
Mhm.
I had her get everything that was needed for this vehicle. Well, almost everything. It's a few things slipped my mind, like the O2 sensors and stuff like that. But now it's like we need specific types. So that was the concern. Is my thing. And I was hoping that they had some already pre-made, but it looked like something that could be an invention. I don't know. Is not out?
Yeah, this like just from what we have, doesn't look like we'll have that. But like I said, I would call NTK directly and see if they have one, because they will have more options than we do.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and do that then, and then we'll go from there. And I'll give you guys.
All right.
Well, but well, they did want to order the other 302 sensors though, and they said
For the rear one, right?
they ordered in the system before, so they name in the system.
So we're looking to get the